I have with me here tonight Pirates man of the match, number 27, Chris Turley. Chris, you must be happy with your own performance. How did you see the game going tonight, mate?
It went pretty well, for how this team is, young team, developing team. It's pretty good performance team-wise as a unit. You know what I mean? But we held on, so it was good.
I thought Dundee certainly have a very experienced team, unless we tie John Dolan down and one or two of the other lads. I mean, they do have a very experienced team, but I thought, as you say, our young boys dealt with it well.
No, they did, definitely. They have Dundee on paper and having a good experienced team, whatever else, good unit as well. But I think us as a whole, we're a stronger unit. People maybe don't give us credit for, but we're a good unit.
Yeah, I think the boys certainly put together a good performance. Maybe near the end, Dundee seemed to get a bit of a second wind, but I think we were good value. I think most people would say, possibly neutrals would say, a draw was a fair result, but obviously you always want to win, don't you?
Oh, aye, no, definitely. If you're not winning, are you? It's just, I mean, nobody likes to lose or draw. I certainly don't. I think obviously everybody in the team doesn't. Yeah. To me, I'm disappointed, and to me, I'm pretty happy with the performance as well, though. You know what I mean? I'm quite happy with it. It was just for what it is.
Well, certainly Dundee are a very competitive side. They've got to be one of the favourites for the league title this season. But I thought, from our point of view, I thought we'd give them a great game, and you had a good game yourself. But no doubt you'll be wanting to dive into the shower. So I'll say thanks, Chris, and all the best for Christmas and New Year, mate.
Cheers, take it easy.
Okay, mate. Pirates TV here, Stuart McMillan for Pirates TV, and I have with me the Dundee Comets man of the match. And boy, did he break Pirates fans' hearts tonight. Matthew, you must have been very pleased with your own performance. Maybe you get caught out a little bit at the start with 2 quick goals, but you certainly came back into the game.
Yeah, I thought it was a really good game. The Pirates pushed us hard at the start. Like I said, it was the 2 early goals that they got at the start, made the game more interesting for us as well. Well, obviously the guys worked hard to get back into the game.
They did, and that's for sure. And we just had an awful feeling that the way you guys came back, that you were going to pull it back to 2-2. But did you have every confidence in your own players that even when we went through 3-2 up, when Pirates went 3-2 up, that you would pull it back?
Yeah, I had confidence in the team. Always the best thing is with the coach, especially. He was saying in the changing room, always be just keep your heads up and try your hardest. If you grind out, you will always get goals. Will come. Sometimes it's harder than others, and the goalie for the Pirates played well tonight as well. He had a good game.
He did. John Russell certainly did. But certainly from a Paisley Pirates fan's point of view, you did break a few hearts because you were stopping shots that you probably didn't have a right to, but you did very well. But obviously every goalkeeper has to have a good defence in front of them, so you must give credit to your colleagues in defence.
Yeah, you wouldn't always do it myself. It's always, like you said, there's always a defence helps you out as well. Sure. It's always hard when your ex-coach Adam Walker scores against you too as well. But
and I bet Adam won't let him forget that, will he?
No, you're right there, exactly. Mate.
Listen, Adam, I appreciate you guys. I've got a long trip back up the road and you'll probably be desperate to get in for a shower. Thanks for your time, mate, and have a safe trip back up the road. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, pal. You're very welcome. I have with me Pirates coach Adam Walker. Adam, could I ask you first of all for your views on a very competitive game tonight?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Draw was probably a fair result. We had a couple of chances to win at the end of the game, but then they had a couple of chances, so I'm sure, from a fan's point of view, it's probably very entertaining. From a coach's point of view, not so pleasant. But we're happy with the point.
Yeah.
The team in Dundee are very strong.
Oh, they are.
Very strong. So for us, we're still a new developing team, and we haven't had an awful lot of chances to kind of come together. It's been a short space of time that we've had to get guys together, and sure. I know that the guys in Dundee have been, in the rink since mid-August. We haven't had that opportunity, so very pleased with the draw. But obviously, you always want a bit more.
I think, as I said to Chris Turley and Matthew Meekie, the Dundee man of the match, that a draw was possibly, from a neutral's point of view, a good result. But Pirates fans always want to win the game. But both teams had chances. But at the end of the game, both netminders I thought were outstanding. Either man of the match could have come from 2 or 3 players from each side, but on the whole, you'd be quite happy with that result, then, wouldn't you?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right in saying that both goalies were excellent. I've known Matty for a while, and he's a very, very good goalie. John, we know how good he can be.
Sure.
So he steps in for the clan if they're needed. So we know he's a good goalie as well, and he made a couple of big saves for us tonight.
Oh, he did.
Which was fantastic. So that's what he's there for. So we're happy with the way everybody played today.
And before we go, I have to say that when I interviewed Matthew Meekie earlier on, he was, I think he was a bit gutted at having to concede a goal from his former coach. So what would you say to Matthew for that one?
Yeah, well, without swearing, tough,
Keep it clean, mate.
tough tatties. So no, it's he played great, and he stopped me a couple of times as well. So you win some, you lose some. I think, but like I said, I think even in our battle, it was probably a draw. So overall, a draw was a good result, and we're happy to take that into Fife next week.
So on our before we go, we have the next home game is the 6th of January. It's a Saturday and it's a 5 o'clock face-off, and that's against Aberdeen Lynx, another massive game, Adam.
They're all big, and we know coming into the Christmas period that we had Dundee tonight. We've got Kirkcaldy next week in Kirkcaldy, which is a huge game,
Massive.
And then Aberdeen at home. So those 3 games are probably going to define where we'll finish in the season. And because we don't play Dundee and Kirkcaldy, we play them back to back. Actually, I think the last week in March. So these 3 games we're looking at are going to define our season. So if we can pick up 2 points next week and again in Aberdeen, then we're sitting in a pretty good position. So, but again, we know we're a young team. We know we're developing, but we have high expectations for our team, and that's how the Pirates should be. There should be high expectations. So
absolutely, a lot of people do expect Pirates to. If they don't win, to certainly grind out a good result. And I thought tonight's was a cracking result. So a very good point, as you said, and as the other lad said. So I'd just like to wish you and all the Pirates fans and hockey fans elsewhere a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you, Adam. Thanks very much for your time this year.
thank you, sure. Have a good Christmas.
All the best, mate. You too.